trend I'm seeing right now, it is September 12th, 2025, and the world is imploding in all different ways. And the trend I'm seeing with clients, we just had a full moon eclipse in Pisces not even 6 days ago. And Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. And although I am not an astrologer, I do know when it's the last sign of the zodiac, it's an ending. And a full moon is an ending. So it's like an ending on crack. So this is going to show up differently for every single person. Don't ask me how it's going to show up for you because okay, let's try that again. The joys of filming outside. Don't ask me how it's going to show up for you because I don't know. I can't tell you what in what sign, what house, what, like, I don't know. But with that said, there will be major endings for everybody, and that's one of the reasons why I've been so anxious, because I know that things have to change in my life and I'm not sure which direction I'm going in. If you're feeling that way, it's okay. We're not supposed to know yet. We won't know until at least the end of September and beyond. So that's okay. It's okay if you don't know yet. Have some patience there. With that said, my neighbor. With that said, I did want to talk really quickly about a trend that I'm seeing with my clients. And the trend that I'm seeing right now is situations that have been long stale, that have needed to be ending, that should have ended, that we've held on to, and we have not taken steps to shift, but we feel that we need to take steps to shift, but we don't do it. They're going to be ripped away from us now. Like, I'm seeing this across the board with clients. I'm seeing it with jobs. I'm seeing it with relationships. I'm seeing it with living places. I'm seeing it in so many ways. Mostly relationships, so don't let me freak you out. But I have a pattern on the companies that I work for that I'm seeing right now with these customers. And there's got to be at least 25 of them that I'm reading for. At least. And it's a little bit of a different shade of each one. Each one has a tiny bit of a different variety because everybody's life is unique. But I'm seeing a pattern with my customers that the ones who have been stuck in a loop, who have not been following advice, but don't take accountability when they don't follow advice, like they don't admit it. So if they're told don't call, and they call anyway, and they don't say, oh yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah. Who want reassurance that they did the right thing, who are not self-reflective, who aren't growing, who are doing the same things over and over and over again, and don't admit it to themselves, and don't try to change. Those clients are freaking out. And it's building and it's building and it's building. And the reason why is because it's final exam time. It's time to step up and learn the lesson. You're going to be forced to learn the lesson at this point. So if there's certain things like relationships, oh my God, hold on, I'm going in. Okay, I'm almost done here. Jesus, between the motorcycle, the neighbor banging shit, and then the helicopters overhead. Sorry, guys. Let me finish this thought, though. So if there's situations where you have not reflected and made the growth that you've been guided to do, not just by me, but by spirit, by your guides, by other readers, if you've been feeling like, for example, to give a clear example, the number one thing I'm seeing, it happens to be in female clients, and it doesn't matter what the age is. I'm seeing it from clients that are in their early 20s all the way up to their 60s and 70s. So it's all, I'm seeing it all across the board, who have continued to chase after a particular person. And this is male or female or trans, who have continued. I'm seeing it more with the women that are chasing men, but I'm still seeing it also in the others as well. So who have continued to pursue or obsess or fixate on a person that is not responding, not returning, not reciprocating, or giving the bare minimum. This rug is going to be pulled out from underneath them because it's happening already. And especially the ones that have been told, give it space, and they don't because they're too anxious to give it space. And situations that looked like they would have worked out are now starting to shift, and they're not going to work out because the lesson hasn't been learned and it's driving away the person that needed the space. I'm seeing this a lot. So if I'm talking to you, if this sounds like I'm talking to you, you need to stop and look at yourself. Have you been calling the person all the time and it triggers them? Have you been poke at the same thing when really there needs to be some breathing room? Have you been too afraid they're going to ghost you? If you're afraid they're going to ghost you, let them. Let them. You need to stop trying to control things. You're anxious and scared because you're trying to control another person, and you can't control another person. End of story. And I know that's hard. I've been there. I've been obsessed. I've been wanting to control. I've done it all. So it's no judgment. But this is reckoning day at this point when it comes to relationship growth. And you're going to learn very quickly, very harshly, that you should have let go a long time ago. So, rip the Band-Aid off, take a step back, and see what happens. Stop chasing. That is the number one thing I'm seeing, is people who are so anxious are chasing, and they're keeping themselves stuck in an unfulfilling, unrewarding, anxiety-inducing, insecure relationship or situationship, or not even, when there's so much more out there that you could be improving on and calling into you. Spirit's going to kick it. Spirit's going to burn it down. So you may want to start prepping yourself for that. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys.